I'm having a meltdown and I don't want to hide it because I'm angry, because I've been gaslit. This is what autism looks like. I'm not going to edit or cut it down because your brain can't process it. Because I've been forced to live in a world that is saying one thing but having a different meaning in its applying. One single picture has rocked my world. A picture of opposites and brain automating, leading to one simple question. How is it exactly this picture you're processing? To realize that when someone sees a picture, automatic reversing, and all the effort, all of the years that I've been putting in, for that to tell me that actually autism and its labeling is when someone takes the literal meaning of what you are saying and applying. You've given me instruction, and you're now telling me that the rest of the population is understanding that you mean the opposite of what you've actually said? How can me taking something literally be defined as autism presenting? Hold that thought. Think about it. Two different things you're asking. Why have we created a system and constructed a language if we don't want to apply its meaning? So we've got English language, verbs, nouns. And this is its gluing. Even though in my world, I'm processing through pictures. Everything that you are saying to me is so slow, because why would you take the time to describe a room one by one when it's the whole thing that you are seeing? And then you're ignoring simple adjustments of using language like move and think. Two different functions. Does it not make sense now that I'm explaining? You're telling me that, oh God, the simple things. Like copying. I've been struggling because in my mind it doesn't make sense why you would say one thing and in another thing that you're doing. But excuse me, whilst you show me compassion and start adjusting. And having a meltdown. And I'm tired of a world that is suffocating. Because even this video of thinking how sharing, how do I clip it? Because their minds can't consume it. But yet there's a problem with the ADHD and concentration. But we've developed an entire nation that 2 minutes of content is too much for processing. Can you imagine what it's like in my world? I see in pictures, thousands of pictures constantly streaming. But yet you are one by one, line by line forming. Make it make sense. Now that I've plainly spoken. Linear living is not the reality for everyone's existing. Don't we realize this? This is the folly in the language creating. Because you don't walk into a room and bit by bit, you take in the environment that you're exposed to. That's not what you are doing. So why is it that you are then saying something different to what you are experiencing? And then when me, through care, actually listening, taking the words that you have used and literal applying, you're telling me that is a flaw in my brain's designing. I question, is it not instead the language that we have constructed? When few people's minds who thought in one way put it down and immortalized it. in stone said, this is the way, this is the processing. Then we built curriculums on top of it. I am angry and I am upset, and I am speaking for the children that do not have the authority to say what it is that I am saying. Sitting in classrooms right now, struggling because teachers not taking the time to answer the question, what exactly is your mind doing? How can one picture upend 45 years of processing? All the effort that I've been making, the exhaustion of translating constantly a world that's presenting opposites to its meaning. If you meant the opposite, why not just say that in your speaking? A child seeing whole picture and you're telling them, be quiet, ignore everything that you're seeing and do it my way. And if you need anything else, don't worry, I'll adjust for your being. Why should I be shut down by a world that says even content is too much after certain time limit drawing? So even smaller my world becoming, because I am rich in exploring what is happening. So I will go over the same thing over and over again. But to you, I'm repeating. To me, I'm deepening. To you, it's going round and round, no levels forming. But that's because the language is so restrictive, you can't get deeper in your meaning. The fact that you are telling me that taking literal words and applying is autism is bullshit, actually. Because I have studied the English language, so why construct a language if it wasn't fitting the life that you were living? And that's fine, because we can't change the language we are speaking. But please stop telling me that for me you are adjusting. Because you're not adjusting. I am the one that is constantly adjusting, seeing a world and pretending I'm seeing what I'm not seeing. I am the one that is adjusting, bringing a whole world so rich, trying to fit it into 2 minutes for your consuming. I'm having a breakdown. And I'm speaking for all those parents, the label to your child applying, please stop assuming. Ask your children basic questions. What exactly is your mind doing? When you say you don't understand, what exactly are you meaning? Because for decades, teachers gaslighting, telling me I was wrong. And now to get to age of 45 and see I was right all along. Some 25-year-old teacher speaking to the 8-year-old who was seeing the reality and speaking. But yet everyone else is pretending. You're pretending that you walk into a room and you don't take in your entire environment as you enter. Because that is how all of our brains are seeing. Because otherwise we would be extinct as human beings, not having the capacity to see the blind spots and all of the angles in single presenting. We are all visual, but we've created a language that's so linear that it's restricting. But not just restricting, now I'm seeing the level of damage that it's been doing. So stop adjusting. Don't worry. Don't adjust for me. Because what I'm realizing is I'm the one that has been adjusting. So this content, if you've got the capacity for consuming, well done. But this is not for you. This is my anger to a world that is not stopping and pausing, asking basic questions, exploring human processing. I am so upset. I'm so mad. But I will not stop until this emotion has come out of my body Because for 45 years, it's been screaming, stop lying, pretending you can't see what I'm seeing. The truth is, you've made a language that can't quite capture the human existing. But my beautiful mind, it knows how. And that is what you have labeled as autism.